So today, for Mother's Day, the Culinary Arts class, for my international recipe, I'm going to be making classic Belgian waffle. And so to start off, the recipe says to, in a bowl, sift together flour and baking powder and salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cake flour, which is actually organic pastry flour, but it will work for today's recipe. So first I gotta open this. So right now, as we speak, I am sifting the salt, flour, and baking. So now that I'm done sifting all those ingredients, I'm gonna set the bowl aside for later. So right now I am separating my eggs whites, and the yolks are on the left, my left, and here are the whites. So final egg separation, here we go. So you just put the yolk in this little thingy. Then what I do is I bring it over here, put the whites in there. Wait a little bit. I need to make sure that the whites and the yolks don't mix. So that should be about good. And there goes the yolk with the other three. And now I'm gonna put the rest of this into that bowl. And so now that I have the egg whites and yolk separated, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the sugar, 2 tablespoons, to the yolks. So, and then I'm supposed to mix. So here goes. And it says with this wooden spoon to mix until the yolks and the sugar, till the sugar is fully dissolved and till it turns a pale yellow. I think that is about good. So now what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to add the melted butter, 4 tablespoons right here, and mix it with this, and also a 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, which I'm just going to do right here. There's your vanilla extract. So now that I have finished putting the vanilla extract with the egg yolks, it now calls for 2 cups of milk. So I'm gonna add the milk. Quickly. Maybe whisk a little bit while I'm adding. Oh no. Add the rest of it. All of it. Now, I'm supposed to whisk, but the recipe specifically says do not over mix. So, now that I have the egg yolk mixture whisked together, I'm supposed to now mix the flour and the egg yolks. So, I'm going to put the egg yolks into the flour. And this also says do not overmix. So, a lot of warnings to not overmix. So now I'm just finishing up mixing this. And I think it's about done, maybe a little bit more. I think that's good. And so, now what I'm going to do is here's the egg whites. And the recipe calls for me to use an electric mixer until it is in sort of a whipped creamish form. So, let's see how this works. Probably for about 1 minute or so, I'd say would be best. I think it's about done. So I think it's almost in peak form. So I'm going to shut this off. And I think that looks about good, actually. So now the recipe calls for me to fold it into this mixture here. So I'm going to So now that I have the egg whites in here, I'm folding it, not mixing, I'm folding it like the recipe asks. Gonna follow the recipe, not do my own thing, so folding, and this is my first time really doing the whole egg white, mixing, folding, and so I'm not supposed to overmix it like it's told me repeated times, so I think I'm starting to think I get it, but so keep folding, and now it's time to put it in the waffle iron. The exciting part of the show. Right now I'm about to spray the iron with some Pam. So I'm going to spray this, my beautiful Belgian waffle iron. And so now that I have it Pammed up, greased up, I'm going to take this right here. Take this little rubber thing out, and I'm going to fill this with the ingredients. I'm gonna fill it up to the fill line. I doubt you guys can see that on camera, but it's up to the fill line, so I think I'm gonna first waffle. Here we go. And now it's in the waffle iron, and I'm going to now shut it, turn it over, and wait till timer. So first waffle should be prepared in no longer than 3 minutes. And so, there's the buzzer telling me it's ready, so... Oh, and there's my first Belgian waffle. Right there. On my first try. Very first try. So... Too hot, so I learned a lesson there. That kind of hurt my hands a little bit, so... Gotta use one of these, I guess that's why they're invented. So I'm gonna get the waffle out. So here's my waffle, my made waffle, and now I'm gonna arrange the strawberries on it however I like, to my liking. And so maybe more than 4. Scatter them around the waffle. There's no certain way to do this. So I think that's about good. And now for the last part, the most important part of the recipe is the powdered sugar, obviously. It's not a Belgian waffle without powdered sugar. And maybe a little bit more on that side. And I think that's it. So, bon voyage. This has been the Martha Stewart Cooking Show. Bye.